Two terrific goalies, Zach Vigue for Richmond and Matt Note, who is the Atlantic 10 Defensive Player of the Year in the cage for UMass. We are underway.
Two good face-off guys. You know that could even itself out over the course of the game. We'll keep an eye on that. Certainly, the play in the goal. You get, like I said, when you're talking about these specialty units, usually talking about the goalie play and the face-off play.
No man's land a little bit defensively as a goalkeeper. Back to the X, Chenoy against Hammett. Hammett won 17 of 29 face-offs against Richmond in the regular season meeting, and a violation will give Richmond possession here. And this will be Jack Pilling, who was an all-rookie selection.
Yeah, they've got a couple of young players who really came on as the season went on.
And a 2-0 advantage for Richmond as we go back to the X. Hammett trying to pull this away. He'll come out with it. Atlantic 10 second team selection for UMass at that X spot, and Chenoy continues to chase him downfield. Now UMass will try to set up here. Gabriel Prosick with possession, 35 points. That's back within one. Off the draw, another potential win for Hammett there, and he comes away with it.
That last possession, one face-off, sustained possession. You know, invert one of their against the short and score a goal. That's more who we thought of Dalton Young to be, as a player getting the goal hard in situations like that. And like I said, it's the assist piece, the passing piece, the quarterbacking piece that has probably surprised him, folks.
That's his 24th goal. He went over 100 goals earlier.
And so those guys gave Richmond that element by being former attackmen, taking their midfielder behind the goal and be able to create. And as the season has gone on, as Aiden O'Neill has stepped up and Graham has stepped up and Dalton's role has solidified, they're getting that play behind the goal. And so you don't see Merklinger quite as often in that role behind the goal, doing those. It goes back to my Brown days, and the last time I saw Greg in person was actually on the field prior to the 2006 National Championship game when the Virginia team played UMass in the final.
Quickly the other way. Here's the shot and a goal for UMass, answering Jack Whitmack with that long stick heading downfield. We talked about those long sticks before. When those guys get charging, they're going to shoot.
Yeah, you know, and you want to hold. I understand them wanting to hold there and you know, put the pressure on the long stick to make the play. But you know, I think somebody needs to come to him late. We often talk about that. You know, coming off the lefty a little bit unexpectedly. Put a little pressure on that guy. Don't let him just walk right down Main Street.
So Whitmack's second goal of the year puts UMass within two as they answer quickly to open the second. And now quickly another win off the draw as Hammett heads upfield. He'll bounce one wide, however, there to fill that hole.
It's the most complicated piece of team defense, is that play away from the cage. To be good at that, you need to be communicating. You need to be, you know, right on your game all the time.
Gooley comes out with possession after a scramble there, and you get the feeling that maybe
Richmond is shooting the ball aggressively and shooting it with some confidence, and that's what you want to keep doing against a good goalie.
Right now, both goalies at 50% save-wise. 5 goals, 5 saves for Note, and Vigue is 3-3. Got off.
It's such a temptation. You want to defend the top side, that player coming to his left hand, and he gets a little bit of space to be able to roll back and get his hands free going down the shorts. Makes a really nice shot with his offhand.
So that's number 20 for O'Neill this year. It's a 2-goal lead with 4:40 and counting.
And Hammett seems to be controlling most of the faceoffs here. That's something that we're going to need to keep an eye on.
To Carter Castillo.
Behind the play, the ball was well up the field.
Unnecessary roughness, the call. Cap trying to come in from the wing, and he shields off enough for Chenoy to pick up. And Chenoy will work his way upfield. Got around the big in April. It was an 8-6 Richmond halftime lead after the first 2 quarters. And now it's 8-4. Richmond ahead. And And still 2 minutes left in the half. And the Spiders now have.
You just kept waiting for St. Joe's to respond somehow, but they just couldn't make it happen. So surprising, and not the result so much, but surprising the way that the game played.
Right off the bat here, UMass with a face-off win. Trying to get a shot off. That was Saunders again, and you know he's caused 29 turnovers
Number
this
5
year.
in the country and caused turnovers. There's another one.
Offensive Player of the Year this year.
I would suggest too the first goal of the third quarter is an important one. You know, for the team that's behind psychologically, and for the team that's ahead, that's you know, essentially saying you're going to get more of this coming up here.
And it's back to that number 1 line again. The two Madonnas and Sheridan come out. Sheridan with a little move here. Picks up. Back to the X after a couple of quick Richmond goals and a UMass timeout. Another win for just having a tough matchup there.
You're going to some games though where you're looking at a matchup like that, or you're looking at Derek Madonna and you're saying, fellas, we're not going to slide to that one because he's not as likely to finish his dodges. You
know, they have 31 shots. 23 of them have been on goal tonight.
Yeah. Again, you face a good goalie. That's the key. Get good shots, make good shots.
Got a flag that comes in now, a couple of them actually, and in tight. Tobin.
A little juice from the one he just missed, the layup he missed in front of the goal.
And for Tobin, that's his 3rd goal of the night now for UMass. Oh, nice steal by Chenoy there. Some good stick work from the Spider face-off specialist. He'll give it up there to Jeff Nugent.
Win with a short stick on him, so Richmond was forced to react, but they just need to do a little bit better job of covering up on the inside.
McClure comes out with this, looking for help. He's not doing the typical long going into the 4th. And right now, let's take a look at some of the other numbers here statistically. Shot-wise, 35-23 Richmond, 25-15 on goal. Face-offs are 12-10, now 12-11. Chenoy dumps it off, and Richmond will just reset as Graham will bring it back out.
It has been a very workmanlike performance by Richmond.
And rightly so. You should be concerned where Young is, the way he's played this year. That's Madonna's 2nd goal of the contest. Violation gives UMass possession. Get back to the X here for this matchup with a 14-7 Richmond advantage. Chenoy battling, wings coming in. Chenoy scoops it out, gets the win over Hammett there. And Richmond back to the offensive attack as time ticks with a 7-goal advantage. Front of the goal mouth. So it's 14-8, and there's still 5:11 left. And Hammett comes away with a face-off win. The face-offs now are 14-12 in UMass's favor. So Richmond's done a better job in the second half. Hammett eludes some defense from Chenoy, and UMass is back on the attack again. And it's 15-8 now with 1:56 left. Madonna has scored 2 times, has an assist. Ranger in there at the X for this last couple of moments. And I think UMass will take a timeout now. So I'll go